The history
It
is the
hasn't,
future.
it hasn't even begun yet. I'm, okay. I'm in. It's waiting for Larks, but... You know, it's waiting on Larks, I guess. I'm like, it's waiting on me.
I think for my stream to start, there's like I think there was like a 30-second delay.
Probably. Sometimes, though, I feel like I almost sent the link to you. I'm like, wait a minute. You want to watch your own video that you
Larks
have
needs
up
to
right
know
now?
about this.
I'm like, hey, do you know that? Are you streaming right now?
Do you know that Larks is streaming?
Well, okay. Like, with my phone and everything, it'll say waiting for Larks for like half an hour unless I back out and go back in. I'm eating a sandwich. Or Zia is eating a sandwich right now. She's
An
just
Guardian sandwich.
she's been helping herself to the Fortan's pantry this entire time, trying to make the most of it. And they're like, "Oh, Olafel eat quite a lot." And she's
Did
like,
she
"It's time
lick
for
the salt?
no."
She better
She
have
never.
licked the salt before she ate our bread.
Look, she comes from the spice trade over here. You know, like, do you think that she's like?
I can just see them like all like in a
Sauce.
frenzy at the table, like they're about ready to do like their like Halone prayer, and they're all about to lick the salt, and it's like they turn the corner, and it's just ZIO on the corner, just like stuffing her face with everything.
Little sandwiches. I forgot how to access New Game Plus. I found it though.
Before Tom's would have a big pantry.
I'm sitting
Yeah.
here in the Four Times Manor of the future, and I'm like, I need to get to the past. Where am I? Okay, here we are.
Kate, they would have a big pantry, especially because of Hotchifont. I feel like Hotchifont would be the one that would have the endless stomach.
We don't know how many times he's allowed in here though, because he's part of the family, but he doesn't really he doesn't. I don't know. He doesn't get an inheritance.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know how welcome he is. I mean, here's the thing. When his stepmom was still alive, he was not welcome in this house at all. So, most of the time he's been out in Camp Dragonhead, and he has places that he stays there in Dragonhead. Dragonhead is mostly his place of operations. But I imagine he still has, like, a room here, but it's kind of treated like a guest room, you know? And it's not really, shown too much in the plot, because you don't see them talk about Hodgefon a lot, but Artoriel and Manelaine are kind of really estranged half-brothers of Hodgefon. And Artoriel, you can tell, does not think too highly of Hodgefon.
Or anyone in that matter.
He's also not very excited about the Warrior of Light. I don't know if many people could catch on to that at the very beginning when we came in here, but Artoriel does not like Warrior of Light for some reason. And it's speculated that it's because Warrior of Light is Hodgefon's special friend. And Manolin doesn't give two farts. He's just kind of like, oh cool, a hero to hang out with who's gonna do all my work. But you'll also notice that Manolin doesn't really thank Hodgefont for saving his life. He doesn't really acknowledge Hodgefont, really. Even though Hodgefont booked his ass to go save his small half-brother, Manolin didn't say much of it. He didn't really say anything at all to Hodgefont, if you noticed.
Yeah, that is true, yeah.
Manolin has I guess an ignorant attitude of Hodgefont. He doesn't really care if he's here or not. Artoriel, though, he has a bit of disdain for him, and from what I know from other sources, it's because Artoriel is a mother's boy. Luckily, whoever that woman was, she's deceased at the time of this game, but...
Manolin sucks. Oh.
Manolin sucks. We're about to find out that Artoriel sucks. I mean, at least he's more mature. He's the real heir.
He's a mature suck.
So Artoriel is the real heir to House Fortom. Even though I think if Hodgefont was actually trueborn, I think he'd still be the second son, so... But Hodgefont is not second in line. You'll even hear from Amanolin's dialogue from the last episode. Amanolin is second in line to it. Hodgefont gets no inheritance from this family. Unfortunately. But that's just Ishgard politics for you.
Yeah.
Still, Hodgefont has a more fortunate situation than the other Greystone children. Which I don't think that's also really talked about too much, but anybody who is not trueborn in nobility gets the slapped on surname of Greystone. So that's not even a real surname for Hodgefont, it's just an indicator of this is a bastard child, he gets nothing. You know.
Classic fantasy RPG story, you know.
Some little tidbits of Fortom history over here, because it's a lot's written about it, but I don't think too much of it gets showcased in the main plot line here. You kind of have to either A, figure it out for yourself, or B, figure it out through extra sources that we have laying around.
We're also just gonna ignore the whale.
Oh yeah, last episode...
Whale didn't happen.
Yeah, Hodgefont, I guess, just... Maybe he is right now reporting to Aymeric, like, Aymeric, you have to hear this. There's a
like,
whale.
Not now. I have my 3 o'clock spa appointment. This will have to wait.
That's the thing. Aymeric doesn't even have a spa appointment. He's just like, I got a 3 o'clock flight.
Lucia's like, Aymeric, you don't have a spa appointment. He goes, shh. Shh. My dad don't love me.
Aymeric doesn't even get the nice things in life, though. Like he's
got the nice hair.
He gets nice hair. He gets the nice hair. That's where his fortune comes in. He gets perfect hair.
Meanwhile, Toriel gets weird hair.
I think Artoriel has, I think you can get that hair. It's a default hair, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. It is, sadly.
There's some characters that are iconic and they get their own model. And then there's characters like Artoriel.
I didn't get Artoriel.
I still think he's
clunky
pretty.
Earrings, too. My god.
He's still pretty.
Oh, he has Hodgefont. Oh, not Hodgefont. He has the... Fortom earrings that are very clunky.
Oh, I see it, yeah.
My goodness.
His head is, so when he has to, like, look down
can't
at
even zoom on his head, he's so tall. There we go. Ugh.
See, Zuyaya's, like, silent revenge on all these Elysian is that they have to break their necks to, like, look down at her. I swear, she enters a room and they're just kind of like, well, where's the Warrior of Light? And they're like, look down. And like, oh! There's the Warrior of Light. Zuyaya barely comes up to these people's knees.
Okay, Toriel.
Oh, it's your turn to do most of the dialogue.
Oh yeah, yeah. Last time it was you. I regret voicing Hanawat that way, but I have no regrets.
I'm against it. I'm against Hanawat because Hanawat is the responsible, mature one of the two. He's the one who should be getting all.
He can be irresponsible, Squeaky.
He's got the paradox of being like, I don't know, a decade older than what he looks, and because he probably is like what, maybe 14 years old, but he looks like he's 10. That's just how I know, I guess.
Maybe as the war goes on, his voice deepens.
Maybe. He is just so... He's the very responsible page.
Well, I also knew if I did that voice, I'd get a ruse out of you, so that's kind of also the reason why I did it. Okay.
I have more respect for Hanawa.
I love Hanawa. Hanawa's actually my favorite. Kate, do not say Hanawa sucks.
Hanawa is the only redemption a Manolane has. He's like
Hanawa's the only redemption of Ishgard.
Hanawa deserves better though, because he's forced to be following around a Manolane for the rest of time. Because I don't know what, other than his story of being like he's, you know, just this small child that's trying to learn how to be a knight. I don't know how much education he's getting out of, you know, following a Manolane around, but it does give him a little bit of status he wouldn't have otherwise had. But,
Thank you, Kate.
Again, like... It's not showing up in the chat. Let's see. Oh, okay, I see. I have to sometimes read what's on your video page.
Yeah, I get that first before my phone.
Up. Yeah, I got the Artorial sucks, but not a Manolane sucks before that. But I don't know, YouTube sometimes has some really...
It's all weird. It's all clunky.
Yeah. But, things that we know about Hanawa, first of all, his last name is Benlardos.
Oh.
Benlardios? And he is 14, so, and he is a page. Here's another thing. They don't talk about pages in Ishgard. We're just supposed to kind of infer from any sort of medieval knowledge you may have in the back of your mind, which, because I write a lot of medieval fiction, I know a little bit about this stuff, but, you know, pages had a specific role in society, and they were pretty well revered. It was pretty much their first step on your career path to becoming a knight. But you literally had to be just this little tiny servant that followed, you know, another knight around for a while. But this poor guy, he's just like... He came from, I believe, a poor family. I can't remember too much about that story. But he's not, like I said before, he's not actually, like, blood related to anybody in House Fortom. He's not even, like, a cousin or, you know, even from another nobility house. He's just some orphan. Or maybe... I don't even think he is an orphan. I know how much Fortom loves to adopt orphans, don't get me wrong, but... he's receiving an education under Fortom's in exchange for him pretty much being the personal servant of
a favor
Alan.
within a favor. We'll teach you, but you need to save my son.
Yeah, I think he's getting a shit deal out of this, but he could be getting a shittier deal, because I believe Edmont gives him a good amount of stuff to, like, either knowledge or I'm pretty sure he gets a little bit of an allowance. But he has to babysit a Manolane, who is an adult, I should remind you. This is a 14-year-old kid, more responsible than a Manolane who's like 20 or 22, somewhere around there. Is Artoriel another 32-year-old character? Because there's a lot of characters.
They're obsessed about that 30 range.
Is it? I'm glad for it, because we don't get many video game characters, especially in a Final Fantasy series or a JRPG ever, getting characters that ever make it past even 25. That's apparently old on the adventuring scale. But oh yeah, Manolane's 26. He's well above
that is no 26.
He acts like he's barely started, like, college with his attitude, but he is the spoiled brat of the family.
So that would make he'd be 26, but a 16-year-old mine.
I don't know. And yeah, Artoriel is 30, so he's in the 30 party. But...
And I think his actual voice actor too is, in case any of you guys are Dragon Age fans, he is the British voice actor for Male Inquisitor.
Oh yeah, I remember when people were talking about that, because I think Inquisition, I think, came out around the time of this game.
I think 1 year before it. Because I think it came out in 2014, and then Heavensward came out June of 2015.
Yeah. So there you go. Here's our upfront factoids of the night. Let's actually get started.
Oh yeah. Let's see, Artorial over the wall. For a second when I said over the wall, I'm like, we are not in Stormblood. I thought I was in the wrong New Game Plus for a second.
It's not Baelstar's wall, there's another wall.
Lord Artorial is less than eager to brief you on his mission. Oh boy. Can't wait. Let us begin anew, Master Shallow and Mistress Zuyaya. I am Sir Artoriel de Fortam, eldest son of Count Edmond de Fortam. Some a de Fortam. You will...
Who was the sire of blah blah blah.
Daughter of Sir My Balls Each, of course.
There's your Inquisition reference.
You will forgive me my outburst, I hope. I meant no disrespect. I merely consider myself equal to the duties entrusted to me, unlike some. Hotchifon has spoken of you often. If you are even half the man he claims, I shall be glad to have you at my side. To the matter at hand, then. We will be assisting my esteemed compatriots of House Durandare and Zemail. You are aware of our family rivalry, I take it? Aye, well, suffice it to say, the prospect of assisting said houses does not fill me with joy.
Friendly rivalry. Friendly rivalry in Ishgard means we sometimes kill each other.
We kill Dirtadurs on Saturdays.
We kill each other with heresy claim charges, and then we also talk shit at the dinner table while we lick the salt. Did you hear what Durandare did today?
The scandal. Scandal in the pillars. However, it is the will of the Holy See that we set aside our differences at this crucial juncture. But we shall speak more of that anon. I grow tired of this. First, we must needs secure transport to Falcon's Nest. Let us make for the Chocobo stables and Foundation. Goodbye. Okay. Chocobo stables.
Wow, this person is the Sky Steel Factory.
This person is... Oh, he's walking away now, but he was very gesturely. Oh my gosh. That Elzen man.
Was he doing a dance?
He was in that new Elizabeth from the Firmament. Yeah.
I see him. Yeah, that's one of the Mage Gear sets. Is he like level... What is it? 59?
There are two different types of
Before we go to the stables, let's dip inside the Sky Steel Factory, because I don't know if Sid's there yet or not.
Okay.
Because I know we met him out in the Sea Clouds, and I don't know if he just stays there, or... So, when Sid was invited to Ishgard, he mostly hangs out in the Sky Steel Factory. And if you dip in every once in a while, you can sometimes check.
No, it's just Stefanovan.
Stefanovan. Stefanovan is the eldest child of the Halinara family. AKA Francel's older brother. Also Lionette's older brother. We met Lionette out in the sea clouds. He doesn't really come in the main story plot, but he is the main quest giver of the Machinist quest line.
Probably one of my favorite characters too.
Well, it's just fun how you can connect all the high houses together through certain things. Because, oh, he changed it to the armor.
I secured chocobo porters for the two of us. The Choco Keep has yours.
Oh yeah, we're not supposed to fly at this moment. This point in the game back in the day, like, we couldn't fly until this part.
Greetings, Master Shallow and Mr. Zuyaya. I saddled a black chocobo for your journey to the Western Highlands as per Lord Orachel's instruction. Will this be your first time riding a black chocobo, may I ask? If so, you're in for a treat. As I dare say, you know, this particular breed can fly. Given the right conditions, it can carry you quite high, too. Even over Snowcloak. I don't know why you want to go there. You needn't worry about directing the bird, of course. Like all porters, she's trained to carry you to your destination all by herself. So, just relax and enjoy the view. Oh, but be sure to relax your grip, will you? 2 hands on the reins at all times, if you please. Travel to Falcon's Nest? Why not?
Now that we have flying and a roamer board, it's just kind of like Warrior Blight's like, I've flown a chocobo like nearly everywhere.
My chocobo can fly.
For the sake of canon, we'll just say Warrior Blight never flew anything until now. And they're like, whoa.
Never flew a fat cat in the sky.
Yeah, it's also canon that black chocobo in particular are special when it comes to flying. But you can teach your personal one to fly because yours is special. But most chocobo cannot fly. Only Warrior of Light gets special permission.
To the frozen wastes of the Western Highlands, once verdant tracts made pallid by the calamity. Beyond the towering wall of ice, to lands long forsaken, that the Knights of Ishgard strove tirelessly to reclaim. To the hamlet of Falcon's Nest, once abandoned, now freed of its pall of snow and ash, he came.
Oh, and then wow, it's sunny for once. Holy shit.
Oh wow. Most of the time this place is besieged by blizzard after blizzard.
I believe not all of this map, but I believe some of it you were able to travel and explore in 1.0.
Yes, it didn't look like this, but yeah, Western Coerthus was a place you could go to in 1.0. In fact, there's still remnants of 1.0. It was Camp Rivers Meet, but it did not look anything like this.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even think they had any of the structures, like the bridge, or definitely not Falcon's Nest. But...
I think it was like a very smaller map.
Yeah, and it was all connected, I think, to all Coerthus. Because 1.0 maps were like, here's everything all at once!
The world looks quite different when viewed from the back of an airborne chocobo, does it not? I still find the experience strangely liberating. Also, the hell is that thing in the sky? Is that a sun?
It's like,
Should I warn the Archbishop?
Yeah.
Should I close the gates? No? Okay. To business then. Sir Redwald is in charge here. He should be expecting us. I'm still freaking out
Redwall.
about that sun.
Redwall, one of my favorite books about a mouse. No, is the Redwall series still like a popular thing anymore? Okay.
How handsome he was.
Handsome guard. He's a hero. It has been far, far too long, Lord Artoriel. And who might your companions be? They look strange, and that one's really small.
Pray, forgive us our lateness, Sir Redwald. I present to you Lark Shallow and Zuyaya Zuya, ward of House Fortom.
Ah, yes, of course. Lord Drillmont spoke of you. I'm friends with him. We all guards are. I, Sir Redwald of House Durandare, do bid you welcome to Falcon's Nest.
We are both eager to contribute to the settlement's restoration. How may we be of service?
Oh, well, we have a lot of fetch quests. I mean, before we speak of that, I'd be correct in assuming that Mistress Suya and Master Shallow are unfamiliar with our recent history. And we know a lot about your history. Then, with your permission, I shall recount the tale for their benefit. As you may know, Falcon's Nest was once a hamlet with a small garrison of knights and some few village. Who was that woman singing? I'm just talking over here. She's like up above on the balcony strumming a harp.
It's Susan
like,
Calloway, but her face is the sun.
She's just like, I hear a sad tale about to happen. Well, anyways, then came the calamity.
And then Susan Calloway.
I don't think this is Susan Calloway singing. I can't remember who's singing this part. He's like, this isn't Dragon Song, we're not there yet. Anyways, when it became clear that the snow would not stop falling, we had no choice but to order a complete withdrawal. We didn't know what the sun was anymore from that day forward. There was nothing but blizzards. Don't ask me what that thing in the sky is right now, it's a false sun. The settlement and the entirety of the Western Highlands were to be abandoned.
Abandoned to the heretics. Lady Iceheart and her kind have walked these lands with impunity ever since.
Aye, but no longer. The Holy See has commanded the reclamation of the Western Highlands and the expulsion of the heretical elements. Falcon's Nest is key to accomplishing these objectives, but, as you can see, rebuilding the hamlet will be no small undertaking. Our craftsmen require support and protection. Any assistance you can offer will be greatly appreciated.
As promised, we of House Fortom are at your disposal, Sir Redwald. You need but tell us where to begin. I like helping!
Warrior of Light just slowly nods their head, as they always do. He looked down at me and then at Larks, and he's just kind of like, I don't know, which one doesn't break my neck?
Sir Redwall and I are discussing how to deal with the heretics in this region. In the meantime, I ask that you see to other matters. I don't want to be around you anymore. Okay. Work in progress. Sir Redwall would have you assist the craftsmen rebuilding the fortifications of Falcon's Nest.
Several craftsmen in the service of House DeMail are contributing to the restoration of Falcon's Nest. You can see them up on the very, very tall tower over there, precariously rebuilding everything and almost falling to their deaths. It's great. These men and women are quite skilled at building and repairing fortifications, but their progress has been hampered by a number of factors. One is that they keep falling off and dying. Roth, their foreman, tells me he has of need of a man and woman of your talents. Would you be so kind as to seek him out? You must stand here and look important. It's my job here. Roth.
Huh? Yes, I'm Roth. And who might you be? I'm a helper. I like to help. Ah, the promised help. Glad to have you aboard. I have the honor of overseeing this fine mess you see before you. Sent me over on one of them blackbirds, same as you, to build and mend and tell others how to build and mend. But, Fury take me. This ice! There's ice in this darn hills. It's bloody unnatural how... It's bloody unnatural how fast it forms. It's icicle sprites, I tell you, mark my words. There are pockets of them here and there. Some in my shoe. Some in that head of yours. Just waiting for me to turn my back so they can sneak out and do their dirty work. So I need you to search the hamlet and put an end to it. If you stand watch long enough, you're sure to find them. I think there's one up here. Oh, I found purple poo.
I like that we just stand around, just looking at nothing. Like, wave our heads back and forth like a couple of inches, like, that's looking for something. Oh.
Yay! One's down. Ba 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 ba.
Who's that lady singing?
It's like Heisman, stop it.
Every time somebody starts saying a sad tale, it's just like...
Your friends are fucking dead.
It's just like, where did that woman come from? And her harp! They're like, okay, everybody, nobody better start telling tales about their dead comrades.
She's like attached to a rope too as she slowly falls down.
She just like descends from one of the scaffolding around here, and she's just like, oh,
you're supposed to be crafty, not singing.
They're like, oh, but Roth over there was talking about his long dead companion. Well, that soldier over there talking about his sweetheart he'll never return to because she died of frostbite.
Three stars. Nice moon.
You can actually see the stars, jeez.
I hope one day we can go to the moon. Just be astronauts.
So yeah, it's like, why would we ever want to go to the fucking moon? It's
The
like
question is,
jump
why
skip
do you not
5
want to
years
go to
later.
the moon? Aha! Now there's a man and a woman who looks like they found their marks. You're just the
Could you
sort
tell
we
by
need.
the icicles hanging off of our hats? Or I guess my hat. You don't have a hat.
I have hair tippy hats.
Is your
You're-
hair long enough for icicles?
I mean,
Debates.
my daggers have tips of ice to them.
Oh, there you go.
You're just the sort we need around here. The kind that'll hop to when they see a task undone. I got a lot of quests for you.
Thanks, Roth, for giving us so many fetch quests.
First and foremost, good help is hard to find, a sad truth that Roth knows well. Oh,
Isn't it great that Artoriel was like, I don't like to shirk my duties, unlike a Manolin, but as long as it's not something he finds, you know, beneath himself, he foists it off onto us.
you're a dab of hand at this World of Warcraft, I can tell.
Don't invoke that around here, that's controversial.
Not that I have any skill at arms to speak of, mine, but it doesn't take an expert to recognize expertise. Unlike you, I can grow a mustache.
Wow.
Be a waste to keep you to myself when there's others that need help, same as me, so we'll have an open relationship. So if you're keen to keep on doing what you've done, I'd ask you to head north to the Pike. The bloody huge statue out in the waste if you've never been there.
Mason. So I was like, excuse me, what was that? I need you to like reverse several sentences ago.
Oh, you're right, that statue out there.
Sure.
Mason by the name of is out there tending to the thing. Good man.
Theramon.
Good man.
We added in extra letters that aren't pronounced.
Good man Theramont, but I reckon he's taking on too much work for one. Might be there's something you can do for him.
Everyone has fetch quests around here.
It's almost like people would be doomed without us.
It's not like it's solely us that's up to save an entire nation of people. Surely they're smart enough to need themselves first, right? Aw, man, I'm so hoping Spike Bud is out here. Nope, it's the stupid Steinbox.
Okay. We'll have to make sure we find him at one point.
Fun fact, this garrison knight is out here offering, I guess, a payment to adventurers because a noblewoman stepped in some poop and now she wants all these animals dead. That's literally the quest! I've done it too many times, that fate. No, hail to you, travelers. What brings you out this way? I've just been staring at this statue, and this lady's been here with a harp singing. Foreman Roth bids you assist me. Well, far be it from me to turn down a helping hand who can do these fetch quests for me. I've been tasked with the restoration of this sculpture. 5 years of neglect haven't been kind, to say the least. Fortunately, I've just a thing for it. Rather, those deep eyes have it. If you could slay 3 and bring me their bristles, I would be in your debt. Please kill more mobs.
And the map throws so much icons on the map.
There's like, you want deep eyes? There's deep eyes over here.
You want some deep eyes?
Oh god, they're all after me. Whoa.
And that was 3.
They're like little owly thingies that just have one eye.
They always remind me just of an infected big toe. That's where my mind went.
So you guys like end with that? We're not gonna think about it anymore. There you are. Have you the bristles? It makes a paintbrush.
Thick, deep gray bristles sheared from a wild beast. Okay, so we killed them, and then what we didn't see is that we grabbed our knives and then we sheared the fuck out of them.
Yep. Zia is actually pretty good at that. She's been doing a lot of hunting. Ah, feel how coarse that is? There's still blood on these, wow. That's why they're perfect for scrubbing the scrubbing the soot from this statue.
Ew.
Beautiful, isn't it? The spitting image of Haldreth, and we like look up and it's like, I don't know.
It's like there's so much blood all over it.
The spitting image of Haldreth, the first of the Azure Dragoons, and one of Ishgard's founding fathers. A symbol of everything the Dravanians despise, which is why they've taken to searing it with dragonfire every time they pass by. No. I like that they don't actually like topple it or do anything. They just kind of like, fuck you, and they just like.
It's their bird poop statue.
It's where they come to just defecate. But no longer will we suffer this desecration of our nation's hero. Soon, the statue will be as it once was, a proud, shining testament to the determination of Ishgard, and a message to the heretics that we have returned. The work may be hard, and the conditions harsh, but as a proudish guardian, I could ask for no greater honor. Here's some thanks.
From on high. Before you return to Falcon's Nest, Theramon has a favor to ask.
One more fetch quest for you. Are you for Falcon's Nest? If so, I have a favor to ask. There's this knight, Sir Hodor, stationed at the anvil to the west of here. She's always treated me with a kindness and respect, one that I more than I ever deserve, to be honest. Oh, any road. While you were away, she came through. While you were away for like 3 seconds, over there, just barely like 6 feet away from me, getting these bristles. She came through on patrol, and I think she might have left a package behind. It's a bit of a detour, but would you mind returning it to her? My thanks. Here. My thanks to you, my friend, and also the thanks that I gave you earlier. I'll give you even more thanks if you do this. I guess she came by while we were busy, like, I don't know, skinning them.
That would take some time. Blink.
Oh. Lady. What's that? A package? I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about. Throw it at her.
A once hot package unintentionally left by Yazador to cool in the frigid highland winds.
And now ice crusted.
Ew.
Oh, it's all icy now. Confound it, that fool of a... what a waste. It was a gift, adventurer. Theramon labors day and night without regard for his own well-being, and at the very least, he ought to try to eat better. Why not simply give it to him? By the Fury, have you no sense of decorum? A highborn knight cannot be seen favoring a low-born mason in such a manner. That chocobo's name has really... Just something withdraws from battle. That's even longer than an Ishgardian name. Nevertheless, I appreciate your concern, as well as your willingness to assist Theramon. May your journey back to Falcon's Nest be swift. Now this blueberry pie is going to be ruined. And pray give my regards to Sir Redwald. Well,
yes, the door sucks. I don't have time to talk to. I don't have time to talk to lowborn. I only talk to highborn.
She's got to follow the rules. If you're highborn, you can't be giving food to the lowborn. That's beneath
God,
you.
Yeah, God, please.
Well, the wolves are attacking again. I'm just gonna let the knights do their work. I love it when we pass by Fates and it's like someplace under attack and we're like, oh, you're good. You're doing good, guys. Bye.
You're doing great.
Alright, we did the fetch quest, Redwall. I must applaud your initiative, both of you. Roth tells me you have been quite busy. Alas, we have not the time to thank you properly. I can't just hand out thanks to anybody. I have a task to which I would commit an able-bodied men and women, you and Lord Arturiel included. I can't give you my thanks right now. I'm too busy.
Reconnaissance lost. In times such as these, Sir Redwald is glad to have veterans like you to whom he can turn.
Calm as ever, even when you must surely sense the gravity of the situation. See, I was just sitting over here like, what are we doing? What?
What?
And Larks just has like static going on in his brain. And he's just like, wow, you guys are like true warriors. Veterans through and through, just as Lord Drillmont said. Good. Lord Drillmont was like, they're both idiots, you gotta understand.
Lars, I was just thinking of a carton of milk spilling on a table right now.
He's like, would it freeze before
Would it
hits
freeze?
the table?
Would I freeze? How durable am I? How durable is
Zuya
Zuya?
is like... Lark's thinking about that, and Zuya is just kind of like, I'm sorry, I don't listen to what most comes out of Ishgard's mouth. We were saying...
Meanwhile, she still has the leash on her hand that's connected to Lark's.
She's just like, I wanted to go back for some more sandwiches at House Vital. He's just like, sandwiches. Well, anyways. We have lost contact with the reconnaissance party sent north to Riversmeet in search of the Heretic's hideaway. You know, that's why you were out here, but I sent you to go clean up a statue.
The who? And you just have like that meme of like the triggered, like the sound.
What? She was like, wait, we were here for heretics?
There's heretics, what's that?
Whether they were attacked or met with some other misfortune, we know not. But regardless of the cause, we must act quickly, for this is a harsh, unforgiving land, which can claim, and has claimed, the lives of many men. To ensure we find our missing knights as quickly as possible, I have assigned each party a different area to search. You and Lord Arturiel will be working together. Seek him out when you are ready to depart. And good luck.
Really, just remind me, I don't have my guardsman out. My guardsman's not out. There he is. Okay, plot convenience continued.
Oh, it's snowing now. The proper weather of this place.
It seems that lady that was singing is gone now, and we have been assigned the area near Camp Riversmeet. You two.
We better not have anything tragic happen to us, or else she's going to descend with her harp again.
Lest you are unaware, the camp was one of many our knights were forced to abandon when we withdrew from the Kurthus Western Highlands. One of many sacrifices made in the wake of the calamity.
They're like, the moon is falling down! Retreat behind the gates!
They thought the gates would save them.
They all died. Oh wow.
It would not surprise me if our knights took shelter there. There is but one way to find out, though. Let's be off. I'm gonna run. I'll race you. So yeah, the camp that we're heading to, this is where you would have once traveled if you were in 1.0.
Yeah, I believe there was quests given out here, and there's some war upon a certain boss.
Some may leave quests there, some may DCs there.
I can't quite tell if what we're on is actually a river, or if it's supposed to be the road and it's just ice. Just ice, ice, ice.
I think it's the road.
Yeah.
I always imagine it's like it used to be a really fun water slide.
So usually you can find your way through by finding this bridge over here. Which I've studied this bridge. It's a really nice bridge.
I think someone tried to jump off this bridge too.
You mean like almost every adventurer as they're trying to make their way down?
Yeah.
Like, I can't fly down there yet.
I think there's a way that we can get down.
I always got confused at this part. I was like, where am I supposed to go? Because they don't have like a...
Well, I didn't mean to, but...
You fell off.
I unintentionally fell off.
I think this is when I first played, I just fell, and then I got attacked by one of these wolves, and then I died. So that was not, like, a great path. I think it's, like... I don't know. You have to come down, I think, the other side.
Could be what it is.
Pathway. I think it's this one over here where the snow kind of falls down. It's over here. That's the pathway you come.
Oh, well, whoops. I got happy about the bridge.
This is not a good walkthrough for people who don't have flying abilities.
So yeah, this is the old aetherite that was in 1.0. I really like this touch, because it shows that it's still here, but
Yeah.
that it's been taken over by the weather.
Yeah, it was broken in the Calamity, and I guess the ice aspect, like, overloaded it from the look of it.
Yeah,
Because
because
like,
usually
it
I think
came
it's
from
been said
within.
that aetherites, if they get destroyed, it does like a mass, like, explosion. Yeah, I think that's what Moon Burrito
Yeah.
was saying in Rumberborn.
Yeah, I believe there was, like, blowing up an aetherite was like a military tactic, but it was like a suicide mission for anybody who was on it. But yeah, this one wasn't quite. It's just inoperable, but it is destroyed. It
Yeah,
didn't
taken
blow
over
up
by
though.
wolves.
You
Wait,
know, I
this...
think we missed our Toriel's quest mark, which was above. I think we shouldn't have crossed the.
Oh,
But I think we can at least do this backwards. I think I came up through here once. I'm trying to remember. I'm just gonna fly up.
oh, yeah. Whoops. We took the long way.
He's like, "Did you guys cross the bridge already? We weren't there
I
yet."
crossed
Oh,
the bridge and then I fell off the cliff.
he wants to get like a nice aerial view of the camp.
There, below us. Can't Rivers meet, or what remains of it. I see no way to descend the cliffs like you guys did safely from here.
I don't have a flying chocobo on my hands.
Should we fall, the beast below would make short work of us.
He warned us, even though new adventurers still fall down there all the time.
Come. I know a path to the riverbed below, east of the Black Iron Bridge. Because you stupid idiot here did the other thing wrong.
Okay. Now we're supposed to go.
Oops.
I hope it's not clear. I remember, like, even with my second playthrough of it, I was like, I cannot remember what I was supposed to do here.
I was half correct. I was half correct of where I thought it would be, but I was on the other side of the bridge. Oh well, Trail, you can keep judging me. If the reconnaissance party came this way, I see no sign of it. Still, it is possible that recent storms have obscured their trail, or that they took an alternate route to Camp Riversmeet. Until we investigate the camp itself, we cannot be certain. We must press on. Oh, here's the path.
Oh, there you go. So Artorial does kind of show you a little bit. You know, if you could find him the first
Yeah.
time.
Because these maps are so bigger than they were in Realm Reborn that
Oh,
it's like, good luck.
I was like overwhelmed. And then I remembered that it was so big because they had to add in flying and stuff like that. Now it's like, man, Realm Reborn maps are so tiny.
Yeah, they are.
And then flying around in them is still like strange.
The camp appears to be deserted, and yet I cannot shake the feeling that... You two, pray search the camp while I stand watch. We do not let the enemy take us unawares.
We've already been in here, Artorial, it's fine.
The one thing I also kind of like, it's a nice small detail, is that these two flags are also frozen. So it also gives, like, the time, like, this has been frozen for a very long time. I like that detail. You can even kind of tell it kind of floats at the end. I like that. I like those nice small details.
Best. But it's either it got frozen over at the moment of impact of all this ice, or it got frozen over time over the many blizzards. Because it's now been 5 years of blizzards, almost non-stop around here.
Jeez. Oh. Purple poo!
A reconnaissance party night. He's a party night. It's not an Ishgard party until you get your party night.
Where's your shield?
I'm not a paladin. Shut up.
Are you two alright? I heard sounds of a struggle. And less partying.
I was on my phone, so I had to send this last message out. Oh, thank the Fury. I thought no one would come. I'm just a party night, you see. Just here to throw the
I was turning
raid.
it down for what with this Tataru girl, and then I realized I need to get down here, and I don't know how I got here.
This is 12 jello shots later. That Lalafell can really kick it back.
3 heretics slain and 1 knight saved, just like that. You two certainly live up to your reputations.
Have I mentioned that I've taken down Bahamut?
The what?
He's like, you mean the thing that came out of the moon?
The what? We had the gates closed at that point. What happened here, sir? Is there no one else?
He looks like he has like a clothespin attached to his... Oh, the music starts up.
Oh, shit.
Clothespin on my cheek. I guess it's a belt. Something to secure the helmet. It just looks random.
I found this mouse trap and I can't get it off.
This mousetrap is stuck to my cheek here. Please help. We were caught in a furious blizzard north of here, my lord. Not but white all around, and the jello shots were doing nothing to keep us warm. Until we saw shapes moving towards us, running towards us, and they were naked.
And they were naked!
Naked, steel in their hands. I cut down a few of the bastards who came close, but the others, there wasn't enough jello shots. Shouting and screaming afterwards. But after a while I could only hear unfamiliar voices. Like my estranged aunt. I found my way to the camp, hoping to hide while the storm passed.
But the heretics tracked you here.
They wanted my jello shots. My lord, the heretics' hideaway lies somewhere to the north. We must move quickly before the snow buries all traces of their passing. For my brothers, we must... He's dead now.
Have faith, sir. Justice will be done for your brothers and for your jello shots. But first, we must seek you to safety.
I just wanted to turn down, but for what? He lived as he was, a party night.
Drowning.
Oh, look.
Oh. I don't remember
Picture.
her.
I don't know, who is that lady?
At the end of our hope. Lord
I love
Artur...
these quest names, they're like...
They're so depressing. Lord Artorial seems loath to forgo any opportunity to locate the heretic's hiding place. He has the right of it, you two. Not about the jello shots. Whatever remains of the heretic's trail will be gone within the next snowfall. But we cannot very well leave our friend here. I will see him to Falcon's Nest and gather reinforcements. In the meantime, I would have you search the area to the north of the camp for the signs of the attack. Should you pick up the heretic's trail, do not wait for me. Follow it back to their lair forthwith, being sure to leave me some clear footprints. I realize that this plan may place you in considerable danger, but I see no alternative.
Thanks, Artoriel.
Rest assured, we will not be far behind. And Larks, Zia, thank you. I will continue to stand here and do nothing.
Yeah, it's like, he's slightly better than a Manolan, but he's still like, hey, can you do the hard part?
swear it's all
Can
our
you do-
that's what all our
can you do
friends
this-
do.
Really, really dangerous part. I promise, I'll be right behind you. Bye.
Oh, it's a sling and a dead body.
Oh no.